My name is Jared James. If you aren't familiar with me, I'm best known as an entrepreneur that gets the unique opportunity to coach and train agents and brokers in the real estate world and speak at conferences in front of thousands of people. But it wasn't always that way for me. What separates me from so many others is that I've actually done everything that I want you to be able to do. For that reason, this is the place to come if you want to learn the strategies needed to succeed in today's marketplace. This is the Jared James Today Show.
Hey everybody, Jared James here, and welcome to episode 37 of the Jared James Today Show. As always, guys, thanks for watching. Make sure you give us a thumbs up, leave a comment, subscribe on YouTube, guys. It's been cool to see all the numbers that we've been getting on there, and share it with someone that you think will benefit from this. And this is one of those episodes that you probably see the title, and some of you are like, you bet, and others of you are like triggered right now. Like, what do you mean we're not all created equal? And that is the title of episode 37 right now, which is that we are not all created equal, okay? I'm going to tell you a little bit about why I'm talking about this, but more importantly, I'm going to talk to you, because that's the point of the show, of how you actually work this to your advantage, okay? As far as us all being created equal, we are not all created equal. We are all created with equal opportunity. I mean, we live right now in a time where the opportunity for entrepreneurs is greater than ever. Like, it's not even close. Like, I was having a conversation with a guy yesterday, and we were talking about people I know that are older and such that are really entrepreneurial, but they don't run companies, they don't. And I said it was just a different time. People had a different path. And now that option's available, but with that option being so available, what you also get is you get a lot of posers. You get a lot of kids with hoodies that are really just unemployed, but they call themselves entrepreneurs. And you get those kinds of things that happen as well. But opportunity doesn't make you something that you're not. You know, I was saying at an event I was at last week, I said, guys, you know, I grew up every single day with a basketball in my hand. My last name is James, and nobody's ever confused me for LeBron, okay? Because opportunity didn't make me a 6'10", 280-pound basketball player, okay? Opportunity alone is not enough, okay? But when we talk about the fact that we're not all created equal, we have opportunity, some of you have a little bit of an issue with that. And you're like, what do you mean we're not all created equal? We're not. Guys, in most things, we're not created. Like, just look around you. Like, literally take the blinders off for a second, look around you, and tell me that every single person around you was created exactly equal to you, either greater or worse. Tell me that Usain Bolt, in his area of speed, in his area of running, was not created a level above the rest of us when it comes to the track. Like, fastest man in the world, but I promise you when he got on that track, he was already naturally faster than everybody else, okay? Like, everyone has the same opportunity. Everyone is not created equal. And this was a conversation, and what even spurred this was that I was having this conversation with someone a few days ago, and they started basically quoting the Bible. And they're like, no, people are created with inalienable rights. And I'm like, well, first off, that's not the Bible. And second off, if you're going to believe that and you want to go that route, just look at the story of the one talents, 2 talents, 5 talents. Like, whether you're a biblical person, whether you're not a biblical person, I'm talking about the actual example, though. Just kind of stick with me on the principle here. Even when you look in places like the Bible and we hear about the 1 talent, the 2 talent, the 5 talents, there's a couple things we need to realize. And for those of you who aren't familiar with the story, it's basically the person with the 5 talents went out, turned the 5 talents into 5 more talents. The person with the 2 took 2 talents, turned them into 2 more talents. The person with the 1 talent went and buried it, and that was the person that was in the wrong. They didn't even lose it. They literally didn't grow it, and they were in the wrong. But the thing that a lot of people miss is that they were all given different talents. One was given 1, one was given 2, one was given 5. Okay? Like, different level of talents. Now, what's also extremely encouraging is that they were only accountable for what they were given. That's very similar to us, right? This is why comparison is one of the worst things you can do on this planet, because everybody is working with a different set of talents. And I mean that from the high level down to the low level, meaning that the person with the 2 was not expected to produce 5. Okay? The person with the 5, if they had only produced 3, would have been in the wrong. You're accountable for what you have. You're accountable for, and when you start comparing yourself to other people, it's always a losing game, because there's always someone with more natural ability. There's somebody with more. You're going to compare yourself to somebody who doesn't have the level of talent of you and go, look, I'm doing good. And look at them. They're not doing as good. I guess I'm doing good. Different levels of talent. You can actually hold yourself down by doing that. And at the same time, you could be killing it with the level of talent that you have, but you're looking at somebody else who has a higher level of talent, who steps on a track like Usain Bolt and is naturally faster than everybody, and go, why aren't I that fast? Why aren't I not doing that amount of business? Why am I? There's an old saying that says, comparison is the thief of joy, and it's just the truth. Comparison is the thief of joy, okay? Because that comparison game is always a losing game. But what we need to do, understanding what it is that I'm trying to get you to understand right now, which is that we're not all created equal, which is awesome because we're not all expected to be able to do the same things based on what we were given, is that we have to learn to change the meaning. Meaning. When I say that we're not all created equal, what a lot of you tend to think is that, oh, those people that are greater than me. And I'm going, wait a second, that's not exactly what I mean. We tend to go to the negative side of things before we even really think it through. It's no different when I tell audiences or we tell our students, hey guys, start every day at 0. They think to themselves many times, the initial thought process is, that's right, if tomorrow sucked, if I didn't do good, I got to restart today. And that's not what I mean at all. What I mean is you killed it yesterday. I mean you set up 6 transactions yesterday. I mean that like you were on fire yesterday, and today you got to act like it didn't happen. Because when I say start every day at 0, I am aware that you will do different things when you're coming from a place of desperation than you will when you are coming from a place of comfort. This is why a mother, if a child is underneath a car, can lift that car up. You will do things when you're desperate that you won't do when you're comfortable. And so when I say start every day at 0, I'm not going, guys, wipe it off the bad day you had. I'm saying ignore how much you killed it yesterday and go do it again today and act like it never happened. And when I say to you, you got to change the meaning on the idea that we're not all created equal, I am not talking about you're not as good as that person, you're not as good as that person, you're not as good as that person. I am talking about the idea that you need to figure out in what way are you not equal to the people around you and what kind of an unfair advantage do you have. Okay? That is the key of everything I'm talking about in this video right now. When we understand that we're not all created equal, what we also understand is that there are areas of your business, there are areas of your life that you have an unfair advantage on the people around you in. Okay? The reason why I win in this part of the business, the reason why I win in this part of this area of my life is because I have an unfair advantage over so many people in that this is where my giftings are. Okay? If you were to try to take me and you wanted me to win a hot dog eating contest, I'm not going to go too far. Like, I do not have an unfair advantage against Joey Chestnut or whatever that guy's name is. I literally have no idea if that's his name or not. But like, I have no advantage in that level, okay? Because I don't have an unfair advantage in a hot dog eating contest. But when I get in my lane, when I know and I'm searching and I'm going, all people are not created equal, where do I have an unfair advantage over other people? That's when I win. And why am I talking about this right now? Because as we head into 2019 right now, the first step is I need you to understand everyone's not created equal. And that's good for you. Because it means that people who have a higher level of potential, a higher level of talent, you can stop comparing to yourself to them and wondering why they're doing better. And people who have a lower whatever, you can stop comparing yourself to them and using them as a reason to not be fulfilling everything that you've been given. Okay? So let's just work on ourselves. Let's just think about ourselves right now. And as we're thinking about ourselves, we need to go, where is my unfair advantage? As I've been dealing with so many of you talking about your structure for 2019, and I've been saying it's boat before leads. You got to create the boat before you go fishing. You got to have structure before you start trying to create business. We got to look at what people do you need around you. We've got to look at, many times when we start talking about structure, many of you always assume, okay, well that means I'm the top of the ladder. That means that I'm the boss. That means that I'm the, look, if you're a great marketer, and that's your unfair advantage, and that's how your mind thinks, you need to be the marketer on your team. Right? If you're great at organization, if you're great at, then that is the role that you need to play, or you need to spend more time working to get to the place where you can spend more time doing that. If you're awesome in front of people, then you need to start looking at your business and saying, who do I put here? Who do I put here? How do I replace myself here? How do I replace myself here? So that all I'm doing is getting in front of people, because my unfair advantage is when I get in front of people, people love me, people work with us, people like, how can you structure yourself in a way that First off, you understand not all people are created equal. And second off, now that you understand that, how do I work that to my advantage? What is my unfair advantage in my marketplace? What do I do greater than anyone else? What is it that when I get involved in it, it's a synergy that occurs where the whole is greater than the sum of the parts just because I got involved? What is that area in your business? And how do we stop playing the multiple roles of you doing everything that has been taught in this industry for so long that will lead you to a dead end, will lead you exhausted, will leave you in a place where you will not love this industry anymore? How do you first understand that not all people are created equal? And number two, what is your distinct and unfair advantage over everybody else in your marketplace? And how do we start working towards that so that you can be doing those things every day, which will ultimately scale your business? Okay? When you look at the way that we're doing things here and the way we're even building things at our company here and all of that stuff, guys, we're still trying to make it get to a point where I'm in front of people, I'm creating content, I'm doing the things that are my unfair advantage. And all the other things that I had to do for so many years that just aren't my strength, aren't my whatever, it was time for me to stop playing the great Oz behind the curtain and say, hey, let's leverage the company in a way where I can actually do the things that are my unfair advantage because I was created not equal to everybody else in that level. How do we focus on that? What is that for you? That's what I want you to figure out. Okay, guys? Guys, I hope as we come into the new year, we get to work with a lot of you. A lot of you sign up for one-on-one coaching and other things. I want you, if you enjoyed this, give it a thumbs up, guys. Leave a comment below. Let me know what your unfair advantage is. Let me know what you are working towards so that you can structure yourself in a way so that you can focus on what your unfair advantage is. Comment below. Let me know what that is. Make sure you're subscribed. And do me a favor, guys. Share this with someone that needs to hear it. It would mean the world to me. Thanks so much, guys. Hope you enjoyed this. I'll talk to you soon. Hey there, you, and I am talking to you in particular, person that made it to the end of my video. It means the world to me. But if you made it to the end, I'm hoping that you'll take a second and subscribe right here. Make sure you share that with all your friends, by the way. They're in real estate, sales, entrepreneurial, whatever it happens to be. By the way, if you're looking for a speaker for your upcoming event, click right here to get some more information. And as usual, if you have a question you want me to personally respond, just connect on social. You can click right over here and see all the platforms I'm on. I hope to hear from you soon. Have a great one.